Hello students, today we are going to learn mathematical logic, the first chapter of the mathematics 1 of 12th standard. The first topic in this chapter comes is types of sentences. Sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. First, we are going to learn the types of sentences. First one is declarative, or it is also known as assertive. In this sentence there is a declaration, means we have to declare, or in that sentence there is something declared. For example, my dog is black. The color of the dog is declared here. Next, imperative sentences. In these imperative sentences there is command or request is given. For example, please give me a book, please give me a water. This is the request. And command is go and take a book. This is a command. And third type of sentences is exclamatory sentences. In these sentences, strong emotions are expressed. For example, wow, that's a great news. Exaggeration is done in that statement. The fourth type of sentences are interrogative sentences, means in that sentences questions are asked. For example, where do you live, what is your name? That questions are asked in that sentences. That sentences are known as interrogative sentences. Next topic we are going to learn is statements. Statement is a collection of words. There are 3 types of statement: simple statement, compound statement, and open statement. Now we are going to learn from simple sentence. Simple sentences are simple, means it cannot be broken down into 2 or 3 sentences. It's only one common sentence. For example, 2 is a even prime number. It is a statement and its truth value is true because 2 is the only even prime number present in all the prime numbers. And next example, sun rises in the west. This is a simple statement, but its truth value is false because sun rises in the east. Next type we are going to learn is compound statement. Compound statement means it is a combination of 2 or more sentences and it is joined by the words and, or, if, then, if and only if. For example, Nita likes mangoes but she doesn't like pears. Here the word joining or connective between the 2 sentences is but. Next example, she is lazy or smart. Here 2 sentences are joined, she is lazy or she is smart. The sentences are joined by the connective or. Next type we are going to understand the open statement, a statement that contains at least one unknown person that may be true or false. For example, he is tall. He can be any person. No specific given. One note point, it should be considered. Imperative sentences, exclamatory sentences, interrogative sentences, optative sentences are not statements. They are only the sentence because it cannot give the truth value or. Next topic we are going to learn is truth table. It is the most important part of this chapter. So, to know how many rows are present in the given statement, so we have to learn this or keep in mind this formula. Now we are going to learn it through one example. If we consider 2 statements P and Q, how many statements are present here? 2 present. So n is the number of statement. So how many rows will come here? 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n means n here is 2. So put here 2 raised to 2 is 4. So count here first 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows comes here. Next topic we are going to understand is logical connectives. This symbol implies us it is AND. This symbol represents OR. This symbol represents if then, means conditional or implication. This symbol indicates double implication, or it is also known as if and only if. If in sentence or if in statements, if and only if comes, if we have to change it into symbolical form, we have to use this connectives. Next topic we are going to learn is connective table. First we are going to understand is conjunction. Conjunction means and, but. Here these are the connectives. When compound statement is formed by combining two statements P and Q using connective AND is called as conjunction. It is represented by P and Q. We are going to see a truth table of AND or conjunction P, Q and P and Q. See here how many statements are present? 2. So here there are 4 rows. Now the table. Here true and true is true, true false is false, false true is false, and false false is false. We have to keep in mind one thing is, if both P and Q are true, then P and Q is true, otherwise it is false. It is a specific condition. If P and Q both are true, then only the P and Q truth value is true, otherwise it is false. We will learn this more. We will learn this topic in detail in further examples. Disjunction. Disjunctions means OR. Here connective is OR, represented by P or Q. The truth table for disjunction is P, Q, P or Q. So here true or true is true, true or false is true, false or true is true, false or false is false. If both P and Q are false, then only the P or Q is false, otherwise it is true. Next, implication. It is if then, represented by P implies Q. The truth table for implication, P implies Q. See, true implies true is true, true implies false is false, false implies true is true, false implies false is true. Here one thing we have to understand is, if P is true and Q is false, then only the P implies Q is false, otherwise the conditions are true. These topics we have to keep in mind. Next type, biconditional statement. If and only if. It is represented by, if P implies Q and Q implies P, this is read as P implies Q and Q implies P. So the truth value, if P is taken true, this Q is true, then the value is true. If both the values are same, means true is true, false is false, otherwise the truth value is false. If true false is false, false true is false. If both P and Q statements are true or false, then the truth value is true, otherwise it will be false. Next type we are going to learn is negation of statement is represented by this symbol. Negation means opposite. It is like opposite. Like here we have taken P or negation of P. If the value of P is true, then the negative form of P is false, means opposite. Negation is like opposite form, means true becomes false and false becomes true. We are going to understand the cases of conditional. Is P implies Q. The converse of P implies Q is Q implies P. We are going to understand these conditions with further examples in the next part. Next is inverse. Inverse means negation of P and implies negation of Q. The third, the contrapositive means negation of Q implies negation of P. For example, understand, I'm giving a question. If Amir is courageous, then he will join Indian Army. Here the P statement is Amir is courageous and Q is Amir will join Indian Army. If this statement is P implies Q, we are going to make it in converse form, that Q implies P. Listen, if Amir joins Indian Army, then he is courageous. This is Q implies P. Now the next form is inverse. This negation P implies negation Q. If Amir is not courageous, then he will not join Indian Army. I repeat it. If Amir is not courageous, then he will not join Indian Army. This statement is formed from the statement that Amir is courageous and Amir will join Indian Army. Negation means we have to add here not or none. We have to make it in negative form. Next form is contrapositive. Contrapositive is Q implies negation of Q implies negation of P. For example, if Amir does not join Indian Army, then he is not courageous. Here is also we have done it in negative form, but the meaning of statement should not change. Topic, the terms. The first term is tautology. The statement pattern will always take a truth value is true. Whatever will be the assignment of the truth values to its component, means whatever will be the value, the final resulted should be all true. Then the term is known as tautology. Here we have taken example that P and Q implies P. So we have to make here table to understand this, like P true true false false, Q true false true false. This is conjunction. Then the output comes here true false false, and we have to consider this statement as P, this statement as P and this statement as Q. Then P implies Q we have to use here. The all outcomes are true, then this statement is tautology. Next comes here contradiction, means falsy, or the truth value should be like false. If the output of all truth values comes false, then it is contradiction. The statement pattern will always take a value, truth value as false. Whatever will be assignment of truth value to its component. These are the components. Here we are taking the example of P and negation of P, or we can take, so the resultant value will come all the false, so it is known as contradiction. Next type we are going to learn is contingency. If the output is of mixed type, means it can be seen from the following truth table. If we consider the P and Q, the output will come true false false, means P true or true and true is true, true and false is false, false and true is false, false and false is false. From this we can understand that it is of mixed type, means it does not contain a proper or a pure truth or pure false. it is of mixed type, means it contains true as well as false. So it is known as quaternion. Next topic we are going to learn is quantifier statement. There are two types of quantifiers. First is universal, second is existential. In the universal statement means for all. This is denoted by the symbol. Example, for all students are regular, or we can take example of any other. For every x belongs to n, comma x square is non-negative. Or we can take any other example for universal, means all values satisfy that option. And next we are going to study is existential, means there exists, it is denoted by this symbol. Or we can understand this topic along with any other example. One extra example is given here. Here it is read as, for all n belongs to n, satisfy this, n plus 2 is greater than 6. So from this example we can understand that all values belongs to n does not belongs to this statement. For example, if we take the value 1 plus 2 is 3 is not greater than 6, so the truth value of this is false.